Hello YouTube, welcome to Vintage Road and Rail. In today's video we're going to see if we can get this EMD E8 up and running. So stay tuned and let's dive right in. Alright, so here is our Rivarossi EMD E8 Union Pacific, and we've got it on the tracks. It's good and solid on there. So let's give it some power and see what it does. And just like before, nothing. It's at full speed. So let's just turn that off, and I'm going to reposition the camera. Alright, so let's move a couple of items here. Alright, so here's our $3 engine, and as you can see it's quite dirty. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get the body shell off, and we're going to give it a quick cleanup on the top just to make that look a little bit better, and then we will see if we can figure out what's going on inside. So looks like we're going to have to take this front truck off to get this off, because I noticed earlier there's a tab back here. So I think we'll probably have to kind of slide that out. So let's get the little screwdriver out. Let's get this screw out here and start the journey to making this sucker work. I was really excited to get this engine because I'm a big fan of the F7s, and this looks like a stretched out F7 to me, so I really like that engine. Alright, oh, there's a couple of screws down in here, so those ought to be entertaining. I really don't like flat blade screws. They're a pain in the butt. Alright, so let's get these loosened up. Let's drop this out. Oh, there goes the weight. Alright. There goes one of the screws. Let's toss that in the box so we don't lose it. And there goes the other one. Alright, so let's set this aside for a moment and let's give this body shell a quick clean. So I brought with me some dish soap and some water. I'll tell you what. Let's put a towel down, shall we? Save myself some embarrassment. Alright, so we're going to add a little bit of water. We don't need a lot. And this is just regular Dawn. We'll just kind of use this old toothbrush to stir it up. Alright, and so I'm really just worried about the top and the front because that seems to be the dustiest. But I don't know, it's a little bit dingy, so I may just give the whole thing a scrub. So let's just hold it over here and just get in there and scrub it out. Toothbrush works really good for getting in the little nooks and crannies. Hope I got enough water with me to rinse this off. Alright, so let's go over the top again. Make sure we got into those vent covers and everything, the fans. Alright. Let's rinse it off. All right, let's turn it around. That looks a good bit better already, doesn't it? All right, so I'm going to lay this on the towel, and I'm going to set this bowl and cup a good ways away. And then we'll just take this towel very carefully. Don't want to break anything. Just kind of pat it dry. Yeah, that definitely looks a lot better. Alright, so I'm going to take the towel and set it off to the side somewhere and set the body shell on it and just let it air dry while we work. Alright. Okay, so here is our Rivarossi locomotive. I'm going to prop it on here. So we didn't get any power to it when we had it on the tracks. It was just dead as a doornail. So let's see if we can just touch some to the motors and get it going here. Get these two leads here from this old Tyco power pack. And let's see what happens. Uh-oh, heard something. Yep, it works. You can't see it because my arm's in the way. The light works. Alright, so we know the motor runs. It sounds pretty good too, so it doesn't have any crunchy gears. So let's, this looks a little bit corroded. I wonder if that's... it's still working. So let's come up here. Well, we seem to be working just fine right there. Alright, this does look a little bit corroded, so I've got this little steel pencil here. I got this idea actually from a SMT mainline. He uses a fiber pencil to clean commutators. I went looking for one and found a 4-pack. It come with this steel one. So I'm just going to brush it off just a little bit just to give it a little bit of a cleanup. Got out of focus there. Okay. Let's get just a little bit right in here. Alright. Double check it again, just make sure everything's okay. I think we should be though. Alright, so we're working. So why are we not getting power? So let's flip it over here and let's take a look underneath and see what we've got. Actually, I'm going to put this truck back on. Might help if I grab the screwdriver. Take this out of camera for just a minute so I can get it set in that little hole there. Alright, got that. Sorry about that. Bumped the camera there. Alright, so we got her upside down. so we're not getting anything here. So it moved. So we got power from these two wheels, but nothing here. Okay, still nothing. Nothing. Oh, wait a minute. So it's running on this side. Okay, so I don't think that's the way it's supposed to be, because if I'm not an electrical engineer, but I think when you put power to these tracks, it goes in one rail through here and across, comes down the other rail to complete the circuit. But so we shouldn't have anything on here at all. But yet we also have it over there. So I think we've got a short going on. Okay, I don't see any way to get these wheels off, so let's try something here. I'm going to take these screws out of this back truck. Again, this is why I hate flathead screws. Set that to the side. Okay. Alright, so these wheels are geared, so you can't move those. So I wonder if this is backwards. Okay, well, let's try it. Let's turn it around. Put that wheel set back in the truck there. It's looking pretty dirty right here as well. I don't know if you can see that. But I don't have any grease to put in there, so I'll have to get to that part a little bit later. Alright, so let's put this back on. And I'm going to bring it out of the shot for a moment so I can put the screws back in. They're small, and my hands aren't, and eyes are not quite the best. Right, so let's tighten those down. It's got one of them. Let's get this other one in here. Hold it closer to the table, because if I drop it, I'll never find it on this carpet. See? I done went and dropped it. If I'd done that a second ago, it would have been on the carpet. Maybe I might have been lucky and it wouldn't have bounced too far. Alright. Let's lay that back down and let's try that again. So we know we worked over here. And before we worked over here. Up. I believe that's got it. So let's set this power pack off to the side. And let's grab our body shell. Got it sitting over here on the floor on this towel, letting it dry. I think it could probably still a little bit more clean, do a little bit more cleaning, but overall I think it looks okay. All right. So let's take this back off. Flip it over. Let's not forget our weight. And then, oh. There we go. Let's get our screws. I'm all away from the camera. Let's tighten those down. Grab the other one. Okay. All right, so let's see if we can get this back in here. All right, got it lined up. Let's set that aside. And let's put her on the track and see what we have. All right, I'm going to take the camera off the tripod. And there's our engine. And let's give it some power and see what happens. Hey, there we go. I think it's off the track a little bit, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get that on the track a little better. All right, let's try that again. Hey, there we go. That's running pretty smooth too. That's not bad at all for a $3 engine. All right. Follow around one more time. And let's bring her to a stop. All right, well, she ran great. So, like I said, $3, you can't beat that. All right, well, thank you very much for joining me while I got this Rivarossi EMD E8 up and running. I think it's going to make a nice addition to the collection. So, if you would, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I've got more videos coming. I've got a bunch of train sets we're going to look at, and I've got a couple of more engines we're going to see if we can fix. Coming up is going to be this guy right here. So we'll be looking at that one very soon. All right, well, thanks again for joining me. Have a good day.